Hi, my name is Nicole Baez. Today is November 23rd, 2020, and this is Lab 3, the fetal pig dissection. If you could just video the table really quickly. And this is the back of my paper. I'm going to be placing it right here. These are the directions that I'll be referring to. Okay, so here is the fetal pig. I apologize for this mess. I tried my best to really show and find the veins and arteries, but as I was cutting through, I cut through a lot of them. So I'm going to be showing you with this orange rubber band where they would be. So I'm first going to start off by showing you the aorta right here in red. So this is the aorta right here. The aorta splits off into three different branches, three different arteries, and you can see right here, this is going to split off into the most right branch of the aorta is called the brachiocephalic trunk. And the brachiocephalic trunk splits off into the right subclavian artery and the right carotid artery. And you can see a little bit of the right carotid artery right here. The middle branch splits off into the left carotid artery, just like this. Okay, it's gonna split, it's gonna split up this way into the left carotid artery. And then the left branch of the aorta is going to split off into the left subclavian artery. Just like this, the left subclavian artery, okay? Now you can see on the right here, I will point, this here is the pulmonary artery. It's kind of hard to see, that's the pulmonary artery, but from there, that splits off into the right and left lungs. Now in blue here, I'm going to show you the superior vena cava, and that is just right here in blue. Okay, so the superior vena cava splits off into the right and left subclavian veins. So that's here, the right subclavian vein, and here, the left subclavian vein. From the right subclavian vein, it then splits off into the internal and external jugular veins. So this is the internal and external the right internal and external jugular veins, and on this side, from the left subclavian vein, it'll split off into the left internal and external jugular veins as well. Okay, so that concludes that part of the presentation. I'm now going to talk to you a little bit about a common disease of the heart known as congenital heart failure. Congenital heart disease. So congenital heart disease occurs within the first 8 weeks of pregnancy in the baby's heart, and it is a term to describe many different defects that can occur in the baby's heart. This could be a hole in the wall of the heart. This could be there might be one vein in the heart where there should be two. So many different types of things can go wrong, and a specific example of a defect in the heart is known as pulmonary atresia. And so I'll show you what happens right here. Usually the blood in the heart flows from the right ventricle into the pulmonary valve and out of the pulmonary artery on this side into the lungs. But what happens with pulmonary atresia is the pulmonary valve is not working properly. The leaflets in the valve are not opening up, and therefore they are not able to push that blood in the proper direction. So what happens is the blood ends up staying in the right ventricle and is not pushed out. The valve is not working the way it should be, which is pushing blood in one direction instead of backwards. So that occurs in the heart, and that is an example of a defect of the heart, which is an example of congenital heart disease. That concludes my presentation. Thank you.